Hey everybody, it's Chris Duncan here, and that's me there. I've just got a screen share on. This is the Freedom Fast Track blog I've got up. If you haven't got here, I've got some of the giveaways and things, and you definitely should. This video is to show the end result of a one-day competition that I ran. A lady named Stephanie, who had absolutely no business experience or idea, was flown to Bali with me to spend one day. In one day, we built out her sales funnel. We helped her to be able to launch her business, get clear on what she was doing, take literally an idea out of her brain and put it into the real world. So a lot of you are going to take a lot of inspiration from watching this, but I just want to show you how it all ended up so that you can see that it's possible for you as well. Look, I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to run you through this so that you can get it. But before I do, I just want to kind of get some context for you. So I just wanted to draw this out. The first thing that we've got to do when we're creating automated income streams and making money online is the first thing we've got to think about is we've got to think about phishing. And so when we think about phishing, the first thing we've got to understand is we've got to know, what is the fish that we're after? Who are we targeting? After that, we've got to know, what pond are the fish in? So where are they? After we know that, we've got to think, well, what is the bait? What's going to actually attract them? Then what's going to hook the fish so that we get the right hook? And then after that, what's actually going to pull them in? Okay, so we have know the fish, know the pond, know where they are, have the bait, hook them in, and then what's actually going to pull them in to finish. Okay, so that's a really nice metaphor because, see, what we don't want is we don't want to have to go out there and put heaps of pressure on people and push people and those sort of things. So we really want to create something that's super, super easy and that people come to us. So how do we do it? First off, we've got to know, so the fish, we've got to know our target market. Then we've got to know where the traffic source is, okay? After we know that, we've got to know what's going to get their attention or what ad is actually going to get them, what sort of advert. After that, we've got to have the right landing page, okay? And then what's going to reel them in is we've got to have the right product path, okay? So product path, landing page, advertisement, traffic source, target market. So put another way, just so that you really get it, we've got to think who, then we've got to think where. It's a little bit hard for me to write on this, so I hope you can see it, where. Then we've got to think what they want. And then we've got to think over here is how we're going to deliver it, okay? And then here is how do we actually capture the person so that we can talk to them. So typically a landing page here is where we get some sort of contact details. Okay, we're allowed to contact them from this point on. And then over here is where dollars happen. Okay. Here at the advert, we go to their one big thing. Over here, where they are, we typically target at least one online and one offline all the time. And we typically just have one target market with a big problem. So we're looking at a problem. Now, if you've been following along, you'll know that when I started with Steph, she had no business idea, just had a story. And so if that's you out there, then feel good because anything can happen. So I'm going to run you through what we did and how we created something for Steph that's going to turn out to be really good. So let me just get a new page up here. I think I could do it like this. There we go. So got a new page up. So here's what you've got to have, okay? In order to be able to really build out your business, okay, you must know your target market. So you must choose a target market that has a problem. And once you choose the target market, okay, then you've got to think, well, where are they? So with Steph, her target market that we chose, because she's obviously, if you've been watching, had a great story around bucket list. So her target market was women, and they were between the ages of 30 and 42, and they were professional, and a lot of other things. Now, where are they? The place that we decided to start targeting was Facebook, because in Facebook, we can use their demographics to target them. And then it was like, well, what is it that they actually want? I might just have to move this down a bit. I don't know if you guys can actually see some of that stuff I just typed. Let me just move that down. There we go. Target market, and then where? Women, 30, 42, professional, and there's a few other things that we really target. We also had mums and other stuff in there. Where is Facebook? Now, once we've understand that, then we've got to think to ourselves, is what's going to get their attention? I mean, they're sitting there on Facebook, and we've got to answer this question of, if only I could just. Now Stephanie, her if only I could just for this woman was, if only I could just, live for myself, get my identity back, feel like myself again, have fun, have enjoyment. The lady that we're targeting, this lady over here, was very frustrated that all she did was she gave to others and was burnt out. Okay, and so Steph obviously is helping them massively with their bucket list and other things like that. And so when we decided what was going to get their attention, well, what we decided to use a quiz. And so the quiz is there to get their attention and then to get them moving towards what we wanted. So what did we have to do? So now we've got this quiz. I'm going to show you this quiz in just a second. Actually, let me just run you through that right now. Okay, so here we are on Facebook. So this is the bucket list on a budget. So we built this all in one day. Steph has got a great story about overcoming massive adversity and then having lots of death in her family and realizing that the time to live is now. She can get you deals on flights and all sorts of stuff, and it blows me away. Here she is 2 hours ago talking about what it is that, oops, don't know what's happening. There we go, we're back. What it is that she's after. And if you actually go to her personal pages, people that are actually asking for her, she's already made money. I'm going to share how much money she's made after her first sort of 3 weeks, so we can really get a good idea of what a launch is like. You can see she's got 190 likes on her Facebook, so she's got a bit of presence here on Facebook. Great logo. Bucket list treasure hunter is what we ended up calling her, because she's able to help you find a bucket list that make you truly happy, but then also how to do it on the cheap and get deals. So what we did is, this is how we were there to basically where the person was. So we decided that they were on Facebook, and we're just going to test it. The one thing you've got to know is you must test and measure. I'm going to cover that at the end of this session. So then we decided on a quiz. So here's the quiz. We called it the Bucket List Vitality Quiz. Alive and kicking or dead and buried. Just ignore this. I've got test mode enabled, meaning that I can go through without having to pay every single time I want to make sure it's working. So let me just move this across a little bit so that you can see. It says a quiz for women 35 to 42 years old. The Bucket List Vitality Quiz. How compelling is your bucket list? So Steph created some great questions here. How often do you do things for yourself? And that the woman is able to click through. And this is the ad, okay? This is what's going to get their attention. This is the what, okay? This is the quiz that's happening here. This quiz, okay, so how clear is your bucket list? It's pretty vague. How often do you tick off your list? Once. How often do you procrastinate? Would you keep doing what you do if you weren't paid for it? Well, I would, but typically they won't. How often do you get outside your comfort zone? Someone might put this. Now, here's the hook, okay? So if I go back to our fishing analogy, remember we've got to create a hook, okay? And so if I go here, remember the hook is some sort of landing page or hook. This is where we get their details, okay? And so the most important thing around that is just to notice how cool it is that we can get their details very easily. So here it is here. We get their details. So this is Harriet's email. So she could click to view. Now, luckily, I've already loaded the pages up, so we don't have to do that. And I want to explain the next step for you. Okay. So now that we've got their details, okay, that's important. That's here. So we did the quiz. We've got what? We've got them. They're going to want that. If they've completed that quiz, you'd expect they've done all of those questions. They're going to want to actually find out what the answer is to the quiz. You know, like I know I would. So we're having very good results. I'm going to share all the results on another video about exactly how many people are going through. Now, here's the key, okay? So now it's into product path. Can you see how we chose our traffic source, our target market, and designed something to attract them? And it's all very easy and seamless. The person is moving towards us right now, and we've hooked them. But can you see how authentic the hook was? So authentic, so easy. They want to know the answer to the quiz. We've given them value to their life. Now, when it gets into actually building out their product path, okay, we've got to have a value ramp. So it goes like this. So down the bottom, we have free, and on this axis here, probably should have used different colors. So we have a free product. Over here is literally the dollar amount, and over here is the amount of value that they're getting. Okay, so the value is on this side. Now, as the value increases that we give someone, so does the dollar amount, right? As you can see, like that. So it obviously is going to increase. And then we want to have something that's going to get somebody moving and spending money. So the biggest difficult thing you're ever going to have is getting that very first time the person puts their credit card out. Now, once they put their credit card out, it's very important that you take them and you give them as many opportunities to buy from you as possible at this level of value, at this level of value. So it's very important that as soon as they got their credit card, you give them offers and more things to do. But your first goal after you've got them hooked is to turn them from subscribers, which they are over here before when it's free, so this is subscribers over here, into buyers, which goes here, which normally goes up to around about, let me get rid of that so it's in the same color. So then you turn them into buyers here. Oops, I still haven't got it right. Here we go, this one's right. Buyers, and so the buyers in here is literally up to around about $20. You turn them into buyers, and that's literally here. After you turn them into buyers, then you want to go and you move them over here and you turn them into clients. And clients is $20 up to thousands of dollars. Okay, so you're able to literally find out who in your list just wants your stuff, who actually will spend for it, and who's actually wanting to be a client and really make difference in their life, okay? And so we created this value ladder. So there's a few things you've got to have. You've got to have in order to have a really great product path, okay? So here they are. First off, number one, you must have a high value giveaway. You must have a high value giveaway. 2, you must have a low offer, somewhere under $20 to turn them into buyers. 3, you must have a continuity program or a subscription. Subscriptions means that you are able to get dollars every single month, and most businesses don't have a subscription. Then you must have a product path of products that move from low to high offers. So typically you have at least another 3 other offers that goes up in value. So it goes up the value scale, up the value ramp. And the 5th thing you must have is you must have a high price one-on-one. So this works in every single business. You must have a high price one-on-one consulting, anything that you're building out online. So for example, if people want to build a business out with me, they want to make $1 million, well, it's $100,000 for a year. They can do that. I have offers from $7 from free to $7 to $47 to $97 a month to $1,000. We have a $2,000 offer, a $5,000 and a $10,000 offer all in here. We have our $97 a month subscription. We have a low offer. And we have our high value giveaway. So these are some of the things that you've got to have. And now let me show you how we did this with Steph. So, because it's very cool. So just on a new page here. So now, I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, just comment below and tell me that it's been good. Because that feels good for me. It knows that I'm actually giving you some value that you're enjoying. By the way, catch me on Twitter, on Periscope every single day. I would love to hear more from you. I would love to know who you are. I'd love to help you build your business. Just while I've got you, Go to this site here, and I'm just going to open it up. Go to the Freedom Fast Track live.com/workshop. Go get that. Go get this. This is a 4-part video training on how you can do exactly what Steph's done. Okay. So I know you can't see. I know you can't see that link, so let me just move it down so you can see it. There you go. The Freedom Fast Track Live /workshop. Pause the video if you need to grab that, because I'm just going to carry on. So back to Steph and what we built for her. Remember, we did this in one day. So the very next place we took them is, right, we have to turn them into buyers. So this is what we did here, is we said, look, the results are in, and for the test that I did, this is what came back. You sacrifice a lot, you feel burdened, and other things. Now, there's a message waiting for you. This is important. We have very good click-through rate of people watching her webinar.
Because I am the bucket list treasure hunter. Are you living a fulfilling life? Are you living an exciting life? Are you getting meaning and purpose?
So that's Steph basically turning people from subscribers to buyers. So what she did was a free download as long as they donated just $1 to her charity. Steph's amazing. She's got this amazing charity in Africa that she helped set up. It's amazing, seriously. And so she asks for $1 and she gives her full bucket list plan, which is fantastic. Okay, so this is how we change someone very quickly and we move them up that ramp that I was telling you about. Let me go back and show you the ramp so you remember it and that you're very, very clear on the ramp. This is the ramp. Okay, so we've got them free. Now we need to get them into buyers. Okay, and then we need to move them on up, which is really important. So watch this. Here's what happens. And we've just got a name in there, Shane Brown. I don't know why we've chosen that, which is good. It's all there. It's what she gets. By the way, it's a huge amount of value. Her bucket list template is phenomenal. So they put in their details, and then I want you to watch. They have to put their credit card in. Notice how they put their credit card in, and it's for $1. So literally, it's no-brainer, but we get their credit card in, everybody. This is important. When you get a buyer to actually say, look, I'll put my credit card in for this donation, always, always, always move them up the ladder, okay? So we've got this little thing called a bump. This moves them from $1, and then we add 17 bucks on something that they should all get, which is called Finding Bucket List Treasure on a Budget. Learn how to get all of your bucket lists ticked off for 50% off. Free training how to do this. It's normally 17 bucks. So there it is, usually 99. If you tick this box, see if I have that unticked. They just tick that box, it's 17 bucks. Now notice, they're already getting the template and you want to serve them more. You want them to be able to get it free, but if they've just got the template for $1, they don't know how to get it free. And Steph shows some wild tricks. I heard that there was someone recently that just saved $600 off her flights. Steph also told me that she literally, and you guys should all get this by the way, because it's worth so much what she shows you how to do. She has never paid more than 50% for any of her bucket list adventures, which is phenomenal. So they just click that, they click complete order, okay, and you can see now how we're moving up the ramp, right? So we've got this ramp and we're moving them up. So now we've got here, so we've got them at $18. So they're sitting right here, about to turn into clients. They're still really just buyers because it's only been 17 bucks. I mean, that's not even the cost of a lunch. So then we move into this here, and I won't play the video this time. So Steph's got another video, and the video goes to here. And what happens at this point is we then start moving them on to the very next step. Sorry, just had a little thing just malfunction for a second there. My iPad, what I'm doing all the writing on, just decided to go to sleep because I hadn't used it enough. So let me just move that. There we are, we're back. Doing this on the fly, everybody, just doing it. I'm in the moment, for you. So she moves them to a membership. So what she's done is she's created membership for people who really want to just like get a lot of motivation. They want to get the treasure just done for them. So Steph's going to give them like 50% off bucket list adventures, inspiration, guidance, a great community, access to everything. And so the way it also includes 7 tough questions to ask yourself about your life, how to find, filter, and feature, how to get focused on your top 20 bucket lists, which is a phenomenal system, and 107 bucket list ideas to get started straight away. So literally it's 47 bucks. So now what we've done, okay, is we've been able to get this person when they decide they've already spent this amount here. Okay, so they're already at, I think they're at $18. I've spent $1 plus 17. We want to get them across here and we want to make sure that they're paying every single month. So what we've done is we create a $47 a month membership. Here's what you get: weekly bucket list treasure, inspiration and guidance, a great community, instant access. Here's the conditions. There's no contract, no minimum membership time, cancel any time. But everybody, if you think about the women she's targeting and you think about that they're already professionals, look, it's $47 a month. If we divide that by 4, you know, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just under $12 a week. They're not going to notice that. So Steph's going to be able to add, and she needs to add at least 10 times value every single week, 120 a week or $470 in value every single month. So she's got the 10 times multiplier, and these people will really, really never cancel. Usually they'll stay on this until their credit card stops. And all she needs to do is add this much value every single week and month, and Steph will have an ongoing income for as long as she wants. So they just click this, they click complete my order, and can you see how we're moving them very seamlessly? Now, not everyone's going to move. I know you get that, okay? Not everyone's going to start moving up this ladder, but we've given them the opportunity. And so look, this is actually what we do. We've got a program called Ignition. And so if you're out there listening to this and you've already got a business, well, we do all this for you in a day. It's called Ignition. It's by application only. In fact, while I'm here, let me just show you that page. Where is it? So this is the page here, okay? It's basically look for Ignition, and I'll just turn off my video. And this is for people who just want their business ignited. You have to apply, so you can go here and you can apply. It's the closest thing you'll ever get to just having it done for you. So it's 1 day full with me. We build out a full system like this. Okay, so if you're out there, you've got a business and you want to ignite that, make sure you're in. All right, so then we move from here where they do the, where are we up to? Right, so we're up to this bit where they go and pay the 47. That moves them straight into a membership. So we created a little membership, and I hope you notice how beautiful this is. We've got a team in the Philippines that just make things absolutely beautiful, do all our sites so we can do it fast. So now they're going in. They can access all of their stuff just by clicking on their link. There's a Facebook community, or they can log into their account here. So I've already logged in. I log into my account. It says it's all complete. And then they're going to get into their account. Now, there's one final thing that we offer that I told you about as well. Okay, so they can go access their membership site and those things. And I'm going to show you the membership site in just a second, and how it all looks and what it is that they get. But the problem with me showing you that is it's actually a little bit of her IP. So actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't show you that today. Maybe I'll wait for a while to show you. So here's the last, here's the top. So also there's going to be some people out there for your business and also for Steph who just want to work one-on-one with her. They don't want to do group. They want her to do and find the bucket list items for her. And so here's the application. Okay, so you just got to apply. Why is now a good right time for you to work with Steph? And they submit their application to work one-on-one. So Steph's got a video here.
What I would love to do today is invite you to join my membership program.
Okay. And so they can apply to move up into working one-on-one, which is her top offer, which I think she's currently going to do for $200 a month, I think, starting off. And her goal is to have 20 clients per month at this level to start with, this $4,000 a month. So let's just look at some numbers, and then the last page here is just a thank you. Your application has been submitted. So let's just look at some numbers, all right? So, and likely once you look at this video, the next video is up there. But so she's got 2 products. She's got a $17 product. One of the donation is $1. $17. Oh, you can't see half of that. I'll get rid of that. So she's got a $17 product. Okay. Then she's got a $47 a month subscription. Okay, oops, that should be a 7. Oh, I'm not doing this very well, team. Okay, turn that one off. So then she's got 47 a month, and then at the moment she's got a $199 a month for one-on-one. Okay, this is one-to-many. This is her group. Okay, which is really important. Oh, Skype things coming up all over the place here. So then 17, and this here is 0 to many, okay, because they just get that. This here's her membership, this here's 0 to many, and this here's 1-to-1. Now, if you think about this here of how many women she can get at $12 a week, let's just consider that she gets this up to say 50, a small number. Typically, a third of those will transition down into one-on-one. So a third of 50 is around about, 16, isn't it? So in order for her to get 50 here, half are going to take up. So she's going to need to have 100 people here. And look, all that Steph needs to focus on is this number, because they will flow down and down like this. Now, if she does this, what have we got? We've got down the bottom here, 16 times 200 is going to be 3,200 a month. 50 times basically 50 is going to be 2,500 a month. And then 100 times 17 is going to be 1,700 a month. Now, if we do our math, we've got 32 plus 25, that's obviously going to be 57, plus 17 is 7,400 in total. I hope my math's right. I did that on the fly. I think it's right. Now, I don't know if you think that those numbers are outrageous. Oops, let me move this across so you can see it. 100 people to buy that $17 thing after they gave their dollar donation. 50 people at $47 a month just to get ongoing coaching, support, mentoring at $47 a month. Ridiculous. By the way, remember they get in at $27 a month as a discount. And then out of those 50 or 100, 16, which is the normal numbers, normally it goes from a 0 to many, half sign up to the 1 to many ongoing, and then a third will drop into the one-to-one. These are just the numbers I've seen over 8 businesses and 7 years of doing freedom businesses with hundreds and thousands of other people. These are just the numbers I see. And so I would expect Steph to be able to get to those 100 people within her first 3 to 4 months at the worst, and in the best case, she should be able to do that in a year. In a month. In fact, our fastest person ever has made $9,000 in his first 6 weeks. So look, it's absolutely freaking impossible to be able to smash this. Also, we've had some people go out there and do $250,000 in their first 2 to 3 months. So here's my message to you. If you're excited, if you've gone, wow, this makes so much sense, this is really cool, go get that free 4-part workshop and start working on your own idea. Look, we have a 12-month program that people can get into if they want to actually build out online businesses and things like that. Also, we have the Ignition program for those of you who just want to work one-on-one with me and want me to come in and just do what I did with Steph. And so you can apply for that. Also, we can work one-on-one for a year as well. So look, I just did this on the fly. There's one thing that I want to kind of finish off with, and I just want to use my little iPad here, and I might make it a bit bigger so that you can see it because I'm finished with the other side. So let's make this a bit bigger without going outside of what you can see. Cool. So I want to talk about what it is that you actually need to get to have it all done. So you've got to have this pipeline, right? And this pipeline ends up with people on the other side. So the first thing you've got to know is you've got to know your target. Then you've got to know, so this is your target avatar. Then you've got to know where your traffic is coming from. Then you've got to know what your advert is. Then you've got to know what your landing page is or what your hook is. Then you've got to know how you get them spending at a low price. Then you've got to have your subscription, and then you've got to have your one-to-one. Now, if you have all of this done, this here is your pipeline. And this here will create you automated money for as long as you want. But here's what you've got to do. You've got to do something called a split test. Split test. You must test and measure. So what you do, okay, is you choose one of these aspects, okay, so the target avatar, and what you do is you split it like this, and you choose a second target avatar to test, and you put this traffic in and this traffic in, and then you find the winner. Whichever one wins, whichever one of these two becomes the winner, you say, look, this one is the winner, we'll keep it. Now we're going to change, and so now that we've tested the winner, so it's now this one is gone. Okay, this one is out of there. Now we're going to test 2 ads, and then we're going to find a winner. Maybe this one here becomes the winner. So we cross this out. And eventually, over 12 months of working with me, we end up with a split test of everything. Okay, what should the low cost be? What should this be? What should this be? What should this be? And we test and measure until you have literally what I like to call is you have a TAP. And a TAP basically says if the acquisition cost of a customer, how much it costs you to get one customer, is less than your profit per customer, then all you should do is put as much money on black. Put as much money in here because more is going to come out. You put more money into this advertising here, and then more is going to come through because you know where the traffic is, you know the target avatar, you know it's all done, and you just put money in, you get money from all your friends, your family, and you just make sure it's done. So I really, really, really hope that's made sense to you. I hope you've been able to see what we've done for Steph. In the next video, it's going to be maybe a month down the track from now, and you're going to actually be able to see what Steph's actually done, like physical, monetary results in her bank account, hear more from her. Look, I've thoroughly enjoyed just taking you behind the scenes and showing this so that you know you can do it. All I want you to know right now is the youngest you're ever going to be. If you've been inspired at all by what I've just shared, then you need to make this happen. You need to get involved, come and talk to me, get the 4-part training, and I'll catch you really soon. I send so much love to you for watching this to the end. Thank you for yourself. Go ahead, get into action. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.